Hello, my mindful adventurers. It's time for your weekly dose of the blog post. I don't know why I changed key like that. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Anyway, I finally got out here long enough to get some sun. But it's gonna be setting soon. So, anywho, so I just wanted to, of course, it's the weekly dose of the blog post. What am I talking about? I don't know why I said I just wanted to. I am going to. We are going to talk about Only Tomorrow, Studio Ghibli movie. Before I start, spoilers. There's going to be spoilers. If you never watched the movie, go watch it. If you don't want to go watch it, then stay here and learn some lessons. If you have been following me the last couple times, the last 2 times I did a video for a movie, I'm a little bit everywhere. Bear with me. My recall is good. It's just when I have to, like, on the spot, I get kind of, like, weird. I don't know how to explain it. Like, I get, like, how do I say? Everywhere. So, yeah. But anywho, I hope you guys are liking the lighting. I know I am. We just gonna make this worse because the back of my head. All right, so we just gonna, for a second, give me a second, cut me some slack, okay? Fluff out my hair. I need to take a shower when I get inside. Sweaty and gross. But it's okay. It's okay. My immune system is good. Fuck it. Alright, so I'm just gonna be like a weird unicorn. Oh my god. A spiky ball. Gnats. Alright. I thought there were gonna be like a bunch of gnats out here, but I think they just like the way I smell. I'm also not that far away from grass, so that could also be a thing. The dog's out here. Anyway, okay, let's get to it. Ooh, this wind feels good. Okay. So, let's talk about Only Yesterday. Honey, it's a sugar ant. It's one of those yellow sugar ants. Fun fact, if you squish them, they smell like bananas. But, like, don't squish them. Like, it's just gross. I think it's gross. It's fucked up, living its life, and then you just to smell it. Like, that's crazy. But if you happen to kill one, they smell like bananas. Anywho, I don't know exactly why. Obviously the sugar, but I'm not 100% sure why. Oh yeah, and then like I said, you're gonna see the shadow up. So, anywho, so let's start with the top, the beginning. And like I said last week, these are just points directly from the blog post. I think that's what I'm gonna do is use points directly from the blog post, summarize them and stuff like that. And like also add my own stuff to it because I'm more formal in the blog post than I am here. So if you guys have never seen me before, then you just know this is informal. This is not a part of this is from last week. This is this week. Okay. Yeah, so let's talk about Only Yesterday. Studio Ghibli movie, amazing movie, fantastic movie. I didn't think I was gonna like it. At first I started watching it, I was like, this is kind of weird. And then I like finished watching it and I was like, I like this movie. And then I watched it 5 more times. Not in a row, but I watched it 5 more times. Anyway, so first lesson is your past is part of your present because your past is a part of your present. Like everything that you've done has led to where you are now. And so that's why your past is a part of your present. But in Taiko's Taiko. I'm probably saying it wrong. I don't know if there's an accent. I'm sorry. And not my accent, but an accent on the E to know if it's Taiko. Anyway, but they said Taiko. They just kept saying Taiko. It's not like they were saying Taiko, which is crazy because it's not spelt Taiko. I don't know. Anyway. But her flashbacks, she was having flashbacks to the 5th grade. She had talked to, it literally started, I had to watch, it's funny, I had to watch it again recently to realize that it had stemmed from her talking to her sisters the night before she left for her trip. She wanted to go on a trip to the countryside because she enjoyed the countryside, and we're gonna get more into that in a little bit. That's actually the last one. But well, actually, what we're talking about, all of it, whatever. But all basically all. I mean, because it's about her going to the countryside. That's like the whole point of the movie, or the whole thing of the movie, the whole scope of the movie, the whole whatever. I don't know. Spoilers. Yeah. So take those flashbacks to fifth grade. She was thinking about she had all kinds of flashbacks, like, and they were like different. Like she like wanted to when she was a kid, she wanted to go to the countryside. Like she's always wanted to like go out there and see what it was like. And in the movie, there was actually a part of the movie where she was thinking about if she did get to go as a kid to the countryside, she probably would have like had a really well. One, she said she would have written a essay about her own life instead of something that she had read. And two, I feel like it would have really changed her life. Like I feel like it would have like she probably would have like done what she did sooner instead of like going after the job because she had a regular job, you know, she went to school and all that. I'm assuming she went and got, you know, she college and then she entered into the workforce. She has a 9 to 5. She works in Tokyo. It's actually like the office I think is like there's actually like this camera in Tokyo and I can't remember where it is, but it's a city cam and it's funny because I recognize the buildings from the city cam, so yeah. So she lives in like downtown Tokyo, in like the Tokyo, you know what I mean? I've never been to Tokyo. I want to go one day. One day. You know, all her flashbacks is the fifth grade where she got to go to this hot springs with her grandma. She didn't go with her sisters, but it was like a summer thing for like summer break because over there they split up the grade. So like they start school, like they start the grade in the springtime and it ends in the winter time, but they have a summer break, but it's like in the middle of the grade. So if you didn't know that, then now you know. So it starts off with her stuff. I think yeah, before I don't know, it wasn't she wasn't really clear on the order. You know, you could see like kind of what the seasons were based off what she was wearing, but I don't really know because she didn't say months or anything. She just said like when things were happening, but I didn't do research on it to know. I'd have to do a little bit of digging because I know her stuff was in 1966. That's when it takes place. So a lot of her stuff, you know, there's not a lot of technology. They're just like typical kid stuff. Um, Things that children do. I mean, it's funny because you know kids haven't really changed. Kids be kids, do kid stuff, especially kids in school. Um, and she was having flashbacks to like she was having like flashbacks to like major events like I said when she went to the place for the hot springs. I can't remember what what place. I don't know if it was a prefecture or if it was a city, but she went there. I think it was just a city. I don't think it was a prefecture. She went to the city with her grandma and she got to like go to all the baths and she just really enjoyed herself. And I was just like what I was noticing like with a lot of the flashbacks, she had a lot of independence away from her family. Like she was able to like kind of explore herself. And I feel like that's something like a lot of kids like need time, like some independence to like explore themselves. And I genuinely think that's like amazing that she got to do that and she knew what she wanted. She just her family was always like, "We can't do it, so we're not gonna do it, or that's too expensive." Like basically shooting her down like constantly. And over there, like I know we joke about grades being a big thing, but like that's a part of honoring your families. You do well in school, you get a good job, you do well in the workplace. You know, you're a person, an active member of society. So when she was getting really bad math grades, I mean, like she was failing. Like it wasn't like she was getting a C or something. No, like she was failing. She was getting D's and F's. And her family, like you know, her mom was trying to figure out like what's wrong with her. Like at one point, she heard her mom say like there's something wrong with her, and you know that's fucked up. Like you know, she's not like the other kids because she doesn't get math. Like bro, I struggled with math, and she specifically struggled with fractions, which I totally get. Dividing fractions is not easy to get immediately, especially if you're trying to like visualize it. the way she was doing it. Like if you watch it, like she has a whole moment with her sister from when she was a kid, and she's like, well, if you have an apple and you have 2/3 of an apple and you divide those 2/3 into halves, and then you have 6 pieces of an apple, and then how much does every person get? And it's like confusing, but it was like a whole scene. And after she heard her mom say like she's not a normal kid, there's something wrong with her. Basically, I mean that's what I would have heard if I heard my mom yell that. Like I'm not a normal kid. I'm gonna think to myself, there's something wrong with me. Like what. But it's just all kinds of. She had all kinds of flashbacks. And the thing about these flashbacks, she recognized it early on. She's like, why are all these memories flooding? After she talked to her sisters, like, why are all these memories flooding to me? And a couple times in the movie, she said, I feel like my fifth grade self is like trying to get my attention, trying to tell me something. And yeah, her fifth grade self was trying to tell her something. It was actually, I thought it was so cute because it's like her inner child. It's like inner child. She's literally doing inner child work. She's not quite sure why, but her inner child is like speaking up, like, hey, we're not satisfied with where we are. We're not satisfied with the life that we're living. Like, we really want to do this. Like, this is what I want to do. This is what we should be doing. This is what's going to fulfill us. And as she was living, yeah, okay, I'm gonna leave it at that because literally I'm bleeding into the second point. So yeah, like your childhood, or your not childhood, but your past. When you were a kid, it teaches you. Sorry, I thought I had it's just sugar ants. There's no fire ants. I don't see any. I'm trying not to get bit. Your childhood is a compass, or because there's a lot of things that happen in childhood, and in certain aspects of ourselves, we get locked in like a specific memory or like a specific way to um not experience, but a specific way to react to things, and we get caught up in it, and we don't quite realize that like that's our child self like speaking out. It's our child self like saying something, trying to express something to us that we're not quite aware of. And she recognized it pretty fast, which I thought was really cool because like most people just shove that shit down and they don't really like whatever. Maybe it's because she's the youngest child, or I don't know. Like I don't know. I'm an only child, so I only know how only child do. um but yeah, so the next point is authenticity blooms when you leave the machine, like the cog, like your will in the I don't know if you heard this saying, but you're just a cog in the machine. You're just making the machine go. You're just like, we're just going on because we're expect to, like I said earlier, play our part in society, be viable members of society. We're supposed to like do our part. We're supposed to like make a difference. We're supposed to, do all these things. And when we leave that and like do something else, when we're like going against the grain, like not getting a 9 to 5, not going to college, those types of things, maybe not even finishing school. Some people don't even finish high school. It just happens. When we're doing these things and we're leaving the machine, we're going against the grain, and it takes a lot of courage to do that. But she realized she liked going to the countryside, and the year before she had gone and helped with the rice paddies. Well, yeah, rice paddy harvest, well, rice harvest. And this year, the year that this is taking place, she decides to. My dog is over there. He just, she decides to help with saffron flowers, which are like yellow flowers that they use to make red rouge. And I haven't done any research on it. I genuinely want to because I wouldn't mind growing it. It seems like a cool thing because you can use it to dye and make really pink, like really really pink clothes and stuff like that. I'm a plant person. If there's something I could do with plants, I'm trying to do it. So I need to go look up these plants. I'm gonna go look them up. Anyway, but she she leaves her job, for 10 days, and she goes out to the country, and her boss is like, did you like break up with your boyfriend or something? And she's like, no, I didn't break up with nobody. I just like going out to the country is where I want to go. And he's like, okay, because she takes off 10 days to go do this. And it's not something normal for a city person to just want to go and be in the country. It's just not like a normal thing, especially she's going there to work. Like, she's not going there just to like enjoy herself. I mean, she's enjoying herself, but she's going there to work, which is funny because I identify with her in that sense. Like, I have friends, and I have some friends, and my brain just went. I have some friends on an Indian reservation, one of the Pueblos over in New Mexico, and I literally went for one of their festivals to help. I went to have fun, but I also went to like help and like cook and like just help out because I like that. I like to, I just like that. I'm like that. Like, I'll show up and be like, all right, you need my help? Okay, I'm here. Because I like to do that. It's fun. It's community. It's a different sense of community. It's like having fun with a different family. That's how I see it. I don't know how she sees it, but for her, it was fulfilling work. Like, she got to like help them with their harvest and do something. It's like it felt like what it seems like is it for her. It felt like it was satisfying. Well, she said it was satisfying work several times, but it's for my perspective, it seemed like one, she could help because they were actually like the people that she was with was a part of her family. Her sister had gotten married to one of the sons, and then he moved to Tokyo, so he never came back. Um, but she went out there to help them and stuff because she likes going out there, and they like her. They accept her as one of her own. They literally is one of the things she says to her sister. She's like, you. She's like, because of you, I got myself a nice country family, and they made me one of their own. And she says it with an accent. Of course, it's a American country accent, but I'm pretty sure in Japanese it was a Jap. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what the accents are like out there, but yeah, so she goes out there and she's like doing just by going out there and like working, she's shedding like society norms because if you usually when city people want to go out to, and I'm not saying all city people are like this, but I'm saying like the city people I know, if they're going out into the country, they're going to like relax. They're going to like slow down. They're not, damn, I probably yelled in the mic. I'm sorry. They're going to slow down. They're not going to like work. They're not going to like do shit. Or maybe they're going to fish. They're not like going out there to like work. So she was like, shedding society norms by going and doing this. And she was also recognizing like while she's there, she was having flashbacks of her childhood because there's things that were reminding her of all kinds of things like the younger daughter of the family that she was with was asking for pumas, and she was like, oh, that reminds me of when I was a kid and I didn't want to eat onions or something like that, pickled onions, or just I think it was just onions in general. And they had a whole conversation about it and like all kinds of stuff, and she was talking about some enamel bag, like a purse. It's like, I'm assuming it's like a vinyl. It's vinyl, actually, not enamel. I mean, like enamel, vinyl, plastic. It's kind of the same. um, and she was talking about this stuff with the girl, with the one of the daughters there, and she was basically just telling her, she's like, "Wow, I didn't think you would act like that," because she's 20. It's funny because she's 27. I'm turning 27. I feel connected to her even more. You know what I mean? I want to homestead. I don't want to like live in the city. I've always wanted to live in the city, but I'm not trying to like that. Sorry, I'm myself. um, but her life in Tokyo, like she was, she had, like I said earlier, she had a 9 to 5. It paid good. It got the bills. Paid the bills. It was okay. Obviously, she was able to live a little bit, like do some things, some fun things here and there. To keep up, personal morale and doing things for herself and self care and stuff. I'm assuming she's doing self care. I don't really know. I don't know because we don't really get to see exactly what her life is like in Tokyo, just when she was a child. and basically getting shot down constantly. Like that was like the biggest thing. I noticed she was constantly getting shot down. Family's like, we don't have the money for that. We can't do that. This is not something like, whatever. Don't ask for things we don't have. Like, you know better. Like stuff like that. Which is something I hope I never have to tell my child. Because I want them to be able to express themselves and learn and stuff like that. And watching stuff like that, I'm always just thinking to myself, like, how do I want to raise my kid? Because I eventually want kids, or a kid. I don't know, whatever I'm blessed with. A, one, multiple, doesn't matter. But yeah, so. And in the city, I'm assuming it's a little bit more of like a bustle, like people are working. She did mention that her friends, a lot of her female friends are single. I don't know if she has any male friends, but a lot of her female friends are single. They actually outnumber her married friends. She's not married either. That's another thing too, because it starts off and it's obvious she's not married. Her mom wants her to get married because 27 is too old. And I'm thinking to myself, like, damn. I'm right there with you, Jago. But I don't care. I'm not like that. I'm not like that. But she she goes, she's doing her thing. She's living her life, and everyone wants her to do these things. Can you get on my finger? So yeah, I don't want you on my Mr. Bug. Hey, no. Perfect. Okay. Sorry, little insect break. It's like a little beetle thing. I don't know. I think that was. I don't know. I don't know what it was. I don't know. Yeah. So she, setting societal. I'm setting societal norms when I killing that bug. You probably would have been like, I just would have killed it. I don't do that. Well, sometimes I do, but I don't always do that. It depends on what it is. Mosquitoes, yeah, I'm just gonna murder them. I feel bad, but I also don't feel bad because I'm like, you could have given me something. I don't know. um. Sorry. Yeah. So she's like, shedding societal norms. She's not married yet. She's um she's not married yet. She's not trying to settle down. She's like just living her career. She has a decent job, but in the country, she feels like things are more connected, more unified. People are more. I think also she said something about people being more friendly. But she like really really liked how the life was like slower in a way, but also the work. There's always work to be done. There's always something to be doing, and it's fulfilling because while they're doing this work and like making harvesting their crops and stuff like that, they're like working together. I think what she really liked is like the kind of like the teamwork, like everyone doing their part, everyone like and feeling like you're a part of something bigger. I mean, like, yeah, working in an office could. I think she was working in either an animation or a TV movie something, because in the beginning there was like panels. Some of them had just writing on them, and some of them had like actual like drawn out figures. So I don't know if it's like a TV show. I don't know if it's like broadcasting or what she does, but she does. That's her line of work, or she something with that. I'm assuming. So yeah, there's teamwork there, but I just feel like because she like it's like she wants to be like physically tired too. Like she wants to like the whole body workout. I like that, the full body workout. When I worked on a dairy farm, even though I was stressed every day because of the person I was working for, I genuinely liked that job. I liked feeling tired, going home and being tired, and like I was getting shredded. Like I lost like 60 pounds, and I put on at least 10 pounds of muscle while I was working there, and I look good. My arms look good. I look toned. I miss that. I'm gonna get back to that. Don't worry. Don't worry. I'm getting there. But like it's more. I feel like it's genuinely more fulfilling to like when you're working your whole body, and also at the same time, it's like at the end of the day, everyone comes together, eats food together, and like they like congregate together. It kind of reminds me of crows, how they like, and ravens, and not ravens as much. I don't know if they gather in big groups, but I know crows do. and vultures, like they and songbirds, they all like go and do their thing, and then they come back at night and then they talk to each other. And that's what kind of like that's what it kind of reminded me of. And she was just talking about how everyone's so friendly, and she was just vibing, and I was vibing with her because I would love to go stay at a farm for like a couple, like a week or two, and just like do stuff because I'm crazy. Am I crazy? No, I'm not crazy. Oh, and you're probably like, oh, but you live on a farm. We don't till this. This is not this is our land, but we don't till this. This is, like I said in past videos, we rent this out to people, so like we don't really do that. But we could be doing other things, but I'm trying to move out of here, so I'm not trying to start no projects and then walk away. Okay, yeah. So let's just go. Let's just go since I mean I'm on a roll. I'm doing good. I think I'm doing good. So the last lesson, third lesson is courage to write a new ending. Let me fix this. Courage to write a new ending. Yes. I'm just thinking it's reminding me of Spirit. Like, of course, a lot of these movies, actually all three of the movies were like live your truth, live your authentic self, follow your heart, don't stop for nobody, just like get after it, do your thing. This one's a little bit slower and gentler version of that, which I think is like really nice kind of way to like kind of round off all the movies. um Spirit was definitely probably the most aggressive one, even though it's a kids movie. I don't know if I would consider this movie a kids movie. I feel like for most kids it would go over their heads. I mean, they probably would like it, but I don't know if they would like it, if that makes sense. Like the information would probably go over their heads. That's me talking from my childhood self. It would go over my head. Like I'd be like, what the heck is this? This is weird. Why are we talking about this person's life? I don't care. That's how I was. Um, as a kid, like a younger kid. But yeah, so the courage to write a new ending. So Teiko, like, as she's there, she realized, like, well, I really like being here. I really enjoy being here. Even though I'm not from here and I didn't grow up here and I don't really have family out here like that, I feel welcomed. I feel home here. And that's how I feel in the Pueblo, too. Like, just being there, I feel like the land, like, welcomes me. It's like, hi, welcome home kind of thing. And I don't know if it was a past life thing or if it's just because, like, every everywhere there's rocks and cacti and like cedar trees and just community and people, and I don't know if it's because of that. I don't know if it's because of past life thing, but for her that was never something that we like experienced or gone through, so that's just a me thing. For her, she felt at home there, and like her last day she was actually like um she was actually confronted. It wasn't like a negative confrontation. Like in the moment, it was very like heavy. But the grandma, they call her grandma, she was like, "Hey, why don't you just like stay here? We can call for all your things to be packed up and shipped down here, and you can just live here for the rest of your life, and you can get married to, I think it's, I'm not gonna fuck up his name, the guy that picks her up from the train stop. So if you get to that part of the movie, which is I think is 30 minutes in, don't quote me on that. I think it's 30 minutes in when she finally gets there. And she gets picked up. Oh, I can't remember his name. But he, like, they were like, well, grandma was like, he would be happy. He would be happy if you were his wife. He really likes you. It's very obvious that he likes you. And also at the same time, like, we love having you here. Like, why don't you just stay here? And it's funny because my friends in the Pueblo have also told me the same thing. Like, why don't you just stay here? And I'm like, no offense, but you got lots of kids up in this house, and there's other people who live in this house, and I'd be another person and I have a bunch of things, like I don't want to add to that. Like if I move down there, like I'll move somewhere nearby, but I don't know if I'm gonna live on the Pueblo, mostly because I don't think I'd be able to get housing because native I'm not native to that area, and the tribe that I'm not a part of, but that I know that I have like some kind of ties to, I don't think there's anybody there that would even know who the family member is. So it would be very difficult for me to do that unless I got married to somebody or just lived with them, or I don't know. I don't know. I did live there once. Yeah. Anyway, but yeah, for her, she was like, they were like, "Hey, why don't you come live out here?" You know. And then the other lady, also kind of like chimed in. She's like, "Yeah, why don't you live out here? Like, I totally tell dude likes you. But because at first she was like, "Why are you, grandma? Why are you telling her this? Like, let her live her life. She has a nice house and not house. She has a nice apartment. You know, she has a nice job. She makes decent money. Like, why are we trying to force her to stay here?" And then she was like, and then grandma was all like, "Boom, boom, boom, boom," and she was like, "You know, you got a point. Why don't you stay here? Like, you know, I'm hopping onto that bandwagon." And then her husband was like, "What are you doing?" Like, let her live her life. Like, what are we talking about? Um, like, she has basically all this superficial shit, you know. She has a nice job. She has all this stuff. She has all these things going for her, you know, and it's okay for her, you know, a working girl to not, you know, get married and all that stuff. And like, why are we, you know, doing this? So you're making it awkward for her, and then she gets up and runs out. And this kind of leads to one of her last like memories of this kid who I'm pretty sure had a crush on her. Not just because the guy that her love interest says that, but also because of the way he acts. He act only tough in front of her. Like, boys be doing that. And of course, as a kid, I never noticed that. I only had like maybe one kid that I did notice, and I was like, no, I'm good, bro. You eat your boogers. I don't even know if he actually had a crush on me or not. Maybe it seemed like he did. I have no idea. Anyway, um, but this is gonna make a suction sound. Hold on 1 second. Hot dog, hot dog. I'm just kidding. No, I'm not just saying that. Oh, that's some good agua. Esta es bueno agua? I don't know. I'm learning Spanish. Slowly but surely. Yeah, so it leads to her having a one of the last flashbacks to this kid that liked her, and she was like talking to it with the she ended up she's it was like a flashback. She swears she saw him after she had ran out of the house and everything, and it started raining, and the love interest. And it's funny because he doesn't really seem like, well, he just seems like a platonic friend, like a genuine, like true friend to her. And honestly, like, who doesn't want a genuine, true friend to be your life partner? Like, that's just me. I don't know. That's my opinion. If you don't feel that way, that's your opinion. But for me, like, why wouldn't you want a genuine friend to be your life partner? Anywho, so the romantic interest of her doesn't really come super. I mean, it's kind of obvious right off the bat, but at the same time, it's like, she ends up telling him. I mean, the whole time she's telling him about like stuff that's coming up and like the daughter and some other people about the stuff that's coming up and the things she's working through and like just her memories and stuff like that. It's a plane. It's a bird. It's a plane. It's super. No, it's not Superman. If there was a guy flying in the sky, I am going to show you guys instantaneously because I ain't never seen that shit. Or maybe they're like just I don't know. I was gonna say skydiving over the property, which would be kind of cool. I wouldn't mind doing that. It's kind of dusty though. Anyway, yes. Sorry, I'm so off track. Um, she ends up talking to dude, and she's like telling him about the kid that had a crush on her, and she felt bad because she didn't like him because he smelled bad. Like he was always dirty. Like he was pretty gross. He like she knew he was poor and stuff, and she felt bad for him, but she also didn't like him. But she sat next to him, and she had to sit next to him. And bro was always rude to her, and she felt like she hurt him, like really hurt him, because he shook everybody else's hand but hers and said, "I'm not going to shake your hand." And then that was kind of the end of it, like because he ended up having to leave and go to another school because his dad. I don't know if his dad got another job or he just had to move or what. Um, and so she felt really guilty about it. And then the guy that she was talking to, because he ends up driving by and seeing her and picks her up and was like, "You're super wet. Let's take you back to the house." And she's like, "I don't want to go back there. They just, I don't know, no." She didn't say anything to him because obviously it involves him. And they talked, and she's like, it feels like she's like, I was able to talk to him and express myself, and he expressed himself, and it felt like as easy as breathing out. And I'm thinking to myself like, ah, girl. Ah, girl. Ooh, look at you. Because I'm funny. I don't know how much younger than he is, but I know he's younger than her. That was something that they also mentioned, but he has his own farm and shit. Like, I don't see anything wrong with that. Also, never mind. I'm not gonna talk about that. So yeah, she was like, damn, like it's like talking to an old friend. Like I've known him my entire life, and at that moment she knew he was the one. No, I mean she didn't say anything about it, but she just kind of like internalized it and like went about her day, and then they went back. And we don't get to see what happens when they go back. But then the next day when they're dropping her, because that was her last night. The next day they're dropping her off at the train station so she can go catch the train back to Tokyo. So I think there's like two adjoining trains. But grandma was like, "Remember what we talked about?" And she was all like, "I'll think about it." And then the other two that were there, they're like, "What are you talking about? What do you mean?" Because dude was there, and then the daughter, but the daughter wasn't there when they had the conversation. And they're like, "What are you talking about?" And grandma was like, "It's between me and Takeo. It's not, no, it's not nothing to do with you." And she's like, "I'll think about it." And then she got on the train, and then they left, said bye, started going, and before she started going, there was this guy trying to get on, and he was hot. He was like, "Ugh." And the credits are rolling. You don't get to really hear anything after that because we're just seeing stuff happen. So basically, she gets on the train, she's going, and then as she's about to switch trains or they're at the next stop, she rushes off, gets on the other one to go back, calls them, and is like, "Hey, I'm coming back. Like, I decided to come live there and like, fuck the city." I don't think she said that, but I'd like to think she said, "Yo, I'm coming back. Fuck the city. I'm living out here where I love." And she takes off, and she gets on the bus, and she's going, and then the bus driver ends up like they pass the dude in the car because he's coming to pick her up, and she gets off the train, she gets off the bus, she's like, "Thank you so much, thank you so much, thank you so much." She gets off, and dude's like, "Dude, just go." She goes, and then because her inner child, like it's like her, like when she made the decision, like her inner child was like nudging on her, like before she like left, she was just like pulling on her shirt, like come on, like what are you doing, come on, like come on, like come on, like let's go, like let's do this shit. And her classmates from like when she was in fifth grade, they're all there too, like going with her to on her little trip, like not a trip but her thing, like to go back, her to go back, she's going back. And they're all excited, and dude's like rushing, and like sorry, so like she gets off the bus, and the kids are like the kids are all like rooting for her, like, "Okay, let's go, let's do this thing." And like she's the bus leaves, and like dude's sitting there in his car, and he's like running to her and basically fucking trips and like lands on, like not lands on her, but like grabs on her, and he's like, "Oh, I'm sorry." And she's like, "It's fine." They start laughing, and then they're talking, going back to the car to put her stuff back in the car, and then um I don't know exact. I don't know if it's like a chapel or like I've never looked it up. I've seen it before. I watch a lot of slices of anime, but I've never actually looked it up. But it's like there's like the house. It's like a little house with the line, and like because it's like they're like it's kind of like how we do like um I don't know J plus I don't freaking know. With the heart, like, oh, they love each other kind of thing or whatever. Um, but over there, that's what they seem to do, like the house thing. I don't know if it's a house or if it's a chapel. I mean, if it was a chapel, I feel like there would be a cross. But I have seen that one where they did do it with the cross. I don't know, but that's a different anime. But basically, the kids from her school, they have it like it's like a stick thing. It's like tied together, and they have it behind her like a symbolism, like they're gonna get married, like they like each other because in one of her flashbacks, it was like it wasn't her first crush. I mean, dude had a crush on her, but she just was like on cloud nine because she was like, oh my god, someone likes me and he's like talented. I don't know how far that went. We don't know. We just know like they expressed themselves to each other, and that's kind of was the end of it. But they like wrote their names underneath like the symbol. So like it was like symbolic to have them with the stick, the little stick thing behind them, and it's like that her on one side and the dude on the other side, and I just thought that was so cute. And that's where it ends because it's like they get in the car and then they drive off, and that's where it like officially ends. But it was so cute. Like it's such a cute movie. Like it just inspires me to be like, even if it feels like this is what you should be doing, like fucking go after what you know you want to do. Go after what your heart is telling you what to do because it's going to be okay. You're going to be fine. There will be people on the other side to catch you. You might not even know who they are yet, but they're there for you. They're there for you, waiting for you to make your decision so you can finally like be caught by them, be embraced by them and loved by them. Like it's such a beautiful movie. It's such a beautiful ending to a movie. Like she has her life and she's able to live it with clarity because she knows that she chose the right decision. Like she chose what it is that like really made her feel satisfied. Even though she was tired, she felt satisfied. Like there's nothing like having a day full of things you love to do and you're like sore and you're not like completely sore, like, oh my god, like I'm injured, like I need to take like a leave or ibuprofen or something, but like a good sore. Like if you I like to work out, so like when I get done with working out, if I'm not sore the next day, I didn't do it good enough. Like I gotta be struggling to walk up, I mean not walk up but walk down the stairs. I gotta be struggling to laugh. Like that should hurt. What I just did should hurt. But like like that good. It's like a good burn. It's a satisfying burn. It's a satisfying ache, and she embraced it. Like she's doing that thing instead of like working at a desk job. Like you might like desk jobs, but I'm not that kind of person. I've made it pretty obvious through this video that I'm not a desk person. Like who wants that? Who wants to sit at a desk their whole life? Of course, if that's your thing, I'm not knocking you. Do what you want to do. Don't let me tell you to go live in the country. That's not your shit. If you like desk jobs, go do your thing. Like, but do it with clarity. Do what brings you peace. Like, do what sets your heart on fire. I need to stop. Okay, we done. This is the end of the video. If you guys like this video, please give it a like, thumbs up. Comment if you've seen this movie. Like, let's talk about it because I don't think this is a very popular Studio Ghibli movie. It is a Studio Ghibli movie, but I don't think it's like up there. I feel like it should be though because it's a good movie for kids. I don't think it would be up there, but for adults, it should be number one. But that's just me. um, and I hope you guys subscribe and hit that bell because I don't post very often. Sometimes I post 2-3 times a week, but usually the other two videos are very short. And by very short, I mean like less than 10 minutes. These videos are usually longer. Sorry, not sorry. I like to yap. I'm a yapper. I like talk. La la la. So yeah, stay connected. Stay here. Just, if you enjoyed yourself, I'm glad you did. If you learned something, I'm glad you learned something. I hope you go watch the movie. If you haven't, I hope this convinced you to go watch it. It's a sweet, cute movie. Like, go watch it. It's good. I started it before I came out here to watch it, and then I'm gonna go finish it now. That's what I'm gonna go do. So yeah, I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. However, whatever day you're seeing this is Wednesday when you're seeing it, when it drops the original. Like, if you're seeing it, then hope you're having a wonderful Wednesday in the middle of the week, and watching this some other day. I hope you're having a good rest of your day, night, evening, afternoon, morning, midnight, some time of the 24 hours that we use. And also, if you want to go read the blog post, it is in the description below, so you can go check that out. It's called The Lessons of Yesterday. Yeah, The Lessons of Yesterday. Your compass is your past. What I said in the beginning, because it is, your past is your compass. It's going to lead you to like where it is, like back to home, back to your most authentic self, because as children, we are more authentically ourselves. So past is our compass. So yeah, I just hope you guys enjoy this video. I know it's long. I know I talked. I know it was kind of confusing on the first, and I didn't really say a lot of things. Like, I said things. I said a lot of things. I spoke a lot. Okay, I'm gonna shut up now. Okay. Bye guys. Love you. I want to hug you guys. Bye.